Percent increase and decrease are basically handled the same way. I'm going to show you how to do them, and so here we go. Ron Woolley of Carmel Realty just listed a home for $192,108. This was 9% more than what it sold for 3 years ago. The old price is always the base. That's always the 100%. That's what we're looking for in this particular instance. The new price is $192,108. Now, what new percent is it? Well, it's 9% more than 3 years ago. So if it was 100% 3 years ago, now it's 109%. So in other words, when you see a percent increase, all you need to do is to add the percent on to what you had before. Solve it just like before, 192,108 times 100 divided by 109, and we get rounded to the nearest dollar would be 176,246. Okay, if the price of gasoline increases 9.27%, what will be the new price of gas if the old price was 3.549? We want to know the new. The old percent was 100, so now it's 109.27, and we want to round it to the nearest cent. So we're going to cross multiply and divide. 3.549 times 109.27 divided by 100 is 388. Next, all right, the first one, local election, 3,376 people voted. This was an increase of 4.39% over last election. So last election is what we're looking for. That's the old one, was 100%. This time it's 104.39%. This election, and this election, there were 3,376. So let's see how many there were in last election. 3,376 times 100 divided by 104.39 is 3,234 people. Next one. Brand X advertises that its copiers run 4.4% longer between service calls than its competitor. So the competitor is brand Y. That's what it's based on. They're 100%, so brand X runs 104.4%. Brand X runs 37,585. So let's cross multiply and divide. 37,585 times 100 divided by 104.4 gives us 36,000 rounded to the nearest 1,000 copies. Next one. Last year and this year. Last year was 100%. This year is 130%. This year's sales were 159 million. How many were last year's sales? So we would take 159 million times 100 divided by 130, and we get, record your answer to the nearest million. So that would be 122 million. 122,000,000. Next one. Okay. Top 10 movies at a theaters had 161 over one holiday weekend. This was a 10 over the same week last year. Okay. 110% this year, and that's $161 million. So cross multiply and divide, and we're supposed to round to the nearest million. So 161 times 100 divided by 110 gives us 146 million, rounded to the nearest million. Okay. 5 years ago, so that's the old price. The old percent was 100. The new is 125%. Or we could say today it's 125%, $19,340. We want to know what was it 5 years ago. So we are going to cross multiply and divide. 19,340 times 100 divided by 125 gives us $115,470. All right, so that's how to do percent increase. Percent decrease works a lot the same. It's slightly different, and let's get percent decrease up here. Okay, but it's close enough we'll be able to do it in this one trial here. Here we go. At a pawn shop, Julia Klaus sold some electronic equipment for $286.15, a loss of 10% of the price she paid for it. So we want the original price and the sold price. All right. The old price is always 100%. Since it's a loss of 10%, 100%, subtract 10%, she only got 90% of what she paid. She got $286.15. So how much what was the original price? So when we cross multiply and divide this time, $286.15 times 100 divided by 90, we get $317.94. Sandy Lindelof installed an electronic alarm and several simple auto theft devices in her car. So her auto premium was reduced 30%. So the old price, as a result, 30%, and the new price is $211.07. We want to find the old premium. Since it was reduced 30%, she's only paying 70%. 100 minus 30 is 70. So 211.07 times 100 divided by 70 gives us $301.53. Last one. Midtown Antiques found that their sales had decreased 30% from last year. 100% was last year. This year, percent decrease means that it's 70%. This year, it's $114,100. We want to know what was it last year. Cross multiply and divide. 114,100 times 100 divided by 70 is $163,000 to the nearest $1,000. So that's how you do these.